this equation here, or with this question here, find the equation with integer coefficients whose roots are the squares of the roots of the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 6 equal to 0 here. Now, here, if the roots of this equation here are alpha and beta like this here, then we know that the sum of these two roots that we have here, alpha plus beta, is simply given by negative b over a like this here. Then the product of these two roots that we have there, alpha beta, is c over a here. So I can plug in the values of b and a and also c with a there from this equation that we have here. So there, the sum is simply going to be negative 5 over 2, and the product there is negative 6 over 2, which will give us negative 3 like this here. Now, we're trying to find an equation whose roots are the squares of the roots that we have here. So meaning that if the first roots were just alpha and beta, then the second roots that we're going to have here, the squares of these roots here, are simply going to be alpha squared and also beta squared like this. Now, we're looking for a new equation now here. So the equation is going to come from x squared minus the sum of the roots that we have here multiplied by x plus the product of the roots that we have equal to 0 here. So that's how we get the new equation using the roots that we have there. Now, if these are the roots that we have here, we need to get the sum of these two roots here. We plug them into this expression that we have here, and we also get the product of these here. We plug them into this expression that we have here. So therefore here we have our x squared minus the sum is going to be alpha squared plus beta squared. We have x here plus the product here, alpha squared multiplied by beta squared like this, equal to 0 then. Okay, now alpha squared plus beta squared is an identity here, so let's try to derive the identity for that. So when we get the sum, okay, when we get the sum of alpha plus beta here and we square it, this will just give us alpha plus beta multiplied by alpha plus beta like this here. Then alpha times alpha here, we get alpha squared. Alpha times beta, we get alpha beta. Beta times alpha, we get alpha beta here. Then beta times beta here, we get beta squared. So now, here we're going to have alpha squared plus beta squared plus this alpha beta and the alpha beta that we have here. These are like terms, so we can just add their coefficients. So we're going to have 2 alpha beta like this here. So bear in mind, this is still equal to alpha plus beta squared here. Now, we're looking for alpha squared plus beta squared here. So we make this as the subject of the formula. So we're supposed to take this alpha to alpha beta, the other side of the equation. So we're going to have alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared here. So where there's alpha squared plus beta squared, we're going to sub with this expression that we have here. Alright, so therefore now this will just be x squared minus open brackets alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. We close here, we have x there plus, now here alpha squared times beta squared is the same as alpha times beta squared, and this is equal to 0 like this. Now remember, we have the value of alpha plus beta, we also have the value of alpha beta, so we make those substitutions there. So here we have x squared minus, we have open brackets here, so alpha plus beta, the value is negative 5 over 2, so we have negative 5 over 2 here, squared minus 2 multiplied by alpha beta, we have negative 3, then we still have x outside there, plus open brackets here, we have negative 3 there, squared equal to 0 here. Okay, let's simplify this equation that we have there. So we have x squared minus open brackets, then negative 5 squared, we get 25. 2 squared, we get 4 here, plus negative times negative, we get a positive number there, so we're going to have plus 6. Then we have x there, then negative 3 squared, we get 9 equal to 0 then. Okay, so now these two in the brackets here are fractions, so we make them a single fraction. We find the common denominator, so we're simply going to have x squared minus open brackets, the common denominator here is 4, so we have 4 there, then 4 into 4, 1 by 25, we get a 25, so this is the same as 6 over 1, 1 into 4, 4 times 6 here, we have 24, x plus 9 equal to 0 here. Okay, then we add the numerator there, we have x squared minus 25 plus 24, we get 39, x divided by 4 plus, oh, that's 49, sorry, not 39, so 49, x divided by 4 plus 9 equal to 0 here. So this is the equation that we have here, but then if you want to get rid of the fraction that we have here, we can just simply multiply by 4 throughout, so we're going to have 4x squared minus 49x plus 36 equal to 0 like this. So this is the new equation that can be formed by the squares of that equation that we have here. Alright, thank you.